This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Okay, travelers. People, the strategery meeting of the secret council of conservative elders will come to order. All right, Badgers, it's election day in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's been election day in Wisconsin twice a month for over a year now. Are these people ever going to stop voting?
Hello. It's our job to stop them from voting.
Yeah, whether there's an election or not.
Exactly. I want status reports on all the schemes we've got going to suppress voter turnout today.
I've been calling people who signed the recall petition and telling them that if they did that, they don't have to vote.
Well done.
All right. Some people might fall for that. Very good. Who else?
I've been calling likely Democrat voters this past week, and I've been telling them that the election is actually this Tuesday.
No. If you did it last week, then today's the right day.
What?
I've been calling the same 25 numbers in Kenosha and breathing heavy into the phone.
Okay, and that stops people from voting how?
Someone else should talk.
I put up a sign that points people to the polling place, but in reality it just points to a wall that I painted to look like a train tunnel that leads to the polling place.
Okay, new rule now. You can't use any ideas that you get from Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
Really?
Write that down, please.
Well, what if, just hypothetically, mind you, somebody hid iron pellets in food that he gave to Democrat voters, and then
expected to pull them away from the voting booth with a giant magnet.
Yeah. Purely hypothetical, of course.
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. I got to make a phone call.
Okay, people, let's take a quick break.
Acme Corporation, I got to return a giant magnet.
Somebody left some Wisconsin cheese cubes there on the tray in the back.
Hang on. Don't eat those, please.
On Wisconsin! Onward! Forward! Onward! Okay. You don't need me shrieking at you. I think people are voting today. I do. They expect 65% voter turnout. That's better than we get in a presidential election. But it's Wisconsin. People there, it's part of their monthly routine now. They just vote. Every 60 days, there's an election in Wisconsin because people are so dissatisfied with the type of leaders that were put in place in that midterm election in 2010, that Tea Party freaky movement that actually produced things like a Scott Walker. They are dissatisfied with the results. Nobody is saying, although somebody might say soon that Scott Walker is a criminal. There is a John Doe investigation underway, and a whole mess of his aides have already been, indicted. And there's a whole bunch of people that have been accused of illegal activity in the state. However, not Scott Walker himself, although they do expect that soon Scott Walker will be included. A named, person named Scott Walker will be included in the investigation. And frankly, nobody wanted to talk about that, on the Republican side of things. They just wanted to tell you that this was wrong because Scott Walker earned the gubernatorial position. He earned it. People voted for him in 2010, and therefore he earned it. You leave him alone. You leave him alone. Let him finish his job. But you see, he only has his job because we have a deal in this country. It says that our leadership or our legislators or our executives of our state or the executive of the United States of America only serve at the consent of the governed. And that's how they have their jobs. And when the governed don't consent to their style of leadership or to their policy or to their practice or to the, people who are governed realize that they're wholly owned subsidiaries of people that don't live in the state, that only have one interest in dismantling unions, taking away people's right to collectively bargain, taking away people's right to a pension that they pay into, taking away people's right to health care. Well, then the governed can withdraw their consent. For some strange reason, this democratic exercise, this election thing that people in this country have a right to do whenever they feel like doing it, provided they get enough consent on a petition saying, we would like to try this again. We want a do-over. We want a mulligan. We want to recall. We want to take back our vote. We want to do a new vote. The people who are governed have that not only right, but they have that responsibility.